Hey guys, we're here at the Tafabot HQ and we're going to meet the team behind the world's #1 crypto trading robot. My name is Kyla and I work in growth here at Tafabot, and I make sure that everything that happens here in the HQ gets communicated to all of our Tafans all around the world. Now, I'm excited to show you guys the rest of the team. Let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm Irish and I work in operations here at Tafabot. I oversee all units and make sure we're always working to give you the best trading experience.
Hello guys, I'm Isra. I work in the growth department at Tafabot. I make sure that you have the best trading experience. I provide you with all the educational resources that you need.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Remy and I run product strategy and product design here at Tafabot. What that really means is I'm responsible for bringing out the new features, functions, and overall app experience for you guys as we grow.
Hi, my name is Solo. I'm an engineer at Tafabot. We make trading easy and smart for you.
Hey guys, my name is Gary. I work on development here at Tafabot to make sure that you have Tafan time on the app.
Hi guys, we're glad to have you at the Tafabot HQ. I'm Samuel Benedict, CEO at Tafabot.
And now we'd like to introduce you to Mr. Dogecoin. He fuels all of our tummies and provides us with all of the snacks here at the Tafabot HQ. Now that you've met the core team here at the Tafabot HQ, we'd like to invite you to come swing by our office. We'll see you here at Business Bay, Dubai, UAE. Bye!
Welcome to everyone with us here witnessing Tafabot's first AMA of the year. So I'm Irish, the head of operations here at Tafabot, and I will be your host for today. We also have here Tafabot CEO Samuel Benedict. How are you feeling?
I'm doing so good and super excited about today.
Yes, perfect. So we also have here our Chief Business Officer, Dr. Ovo. How is it going there?
Awesome. I'm so excited to be on this first AMA of the year.
Now for our viewers, without further ado, I know you are all hyped and excited to know what something new really is. So I'm just gonna get you even more excited with a chance for you to win an iPhone 13 Pro Max live just by being here with us.
Amazing.
Awesome.
So to qualify for a chance to win an iPhone 13 Pro Max, ask us as many questions from time to time, anytime. So download the Tafabot app on Google Play or on App Store. Don't forget to sign up and stay till the end of the live for the full mechanics of the raffle draw. So we will talk about the company updates of IP whitelisting, your API key. We will also talk about our new Replicable site update and what is it all about. And lastly, we will be launching something new.
Amazing.
It is what we've been talking about all over social media, okay? Because it is really something that you guys don't want to miss, okay? So because it is something new, something big, and something crazy for everyone. So stay with us until the end to witness these launches, and don't forget to ask us as many questions to get a chance to win an iPhone 13 Pro Max live.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So enough of me. Let's hear from our speakers. Sam and Dr. Victor, what Tafabot has been up to lately?
Amazing. We've been doing a lot lately, and it comprised of a lot of development, which we're going to be unveiling in this AMA, a lot of security improvement, and also a lot of business partnership. So in the space of few weeks running into the year, we've achieved so much, and those we want to share with the Tafa community.
And also a question from Origiugo 3838.
Okay.
A question for Dr. Victor. When is Tafabot going to list Coinbase for those of us in the US? Because most exchanges like Binance are not allowed here. So we have a viewer from the US. Hello, Origiugo.
Hello, Origi. I don't know what you called 1-2 something. Just like Sam said, we're very excited that in the year already we have a lot of things going on. And Coinbase is one of the people that one of the companies we're already having conversations with. We've done the first phase of our collaboration, and within the coming weeks, we're going to be listing Coinbase officially on our platform.
Amazing.
And not just that, currently we have a Binance US. So even those who are in the US can also begin to use the Binance US spending when we also integrate the Coinbase. We know Coinbase is the biggest exchange in the US, but you can also begin to use the Binance US and then do so well. And we've done quite so much within this first 3 weeks of the year. We've been able to I'm just trying to say like what you asked Sam. We've been able to reach into over 17 new countries within this first 3 weeks of the year, and we've been interacting with lots of leaders in different communities, and it's so amazing. So amazing.
Super amazing.
So for the next few months, you will see us releasing a lot of partnerships and listings for you guys.
Super roadmap.
Yes. So let's talk about the IP whitelisting, their API keys. What can you say about that?
Yes, one of the things our users have always requested for was for the IP whitelist, and there were several reasons why we weren't providing that earlier, and one of those is what we promise our user is speed, and we want to ensure that we have as much speed to execute every user's trade that it feels like that even if you're using whichever starter license, pro license, we want you to have enough speed that beats anything anywhere in the market. So to do that, we use a large infrastructure that requires hundreds and thousands of different server centers, and that is more than any exchange can carry, right? So to make that better, we had to have some conversation with most of this exchange, and right now we'll be providing our users with IP whitelists with the same speed that you cannot find any other place to be able to execute your trade. And that is not just all the part of the securities that we're doing, right? Beyond the IP whitelist, we're not just providing it for the security feature that it also brings, but we have a lot of security system that even without the IP whitelist, right, people's system are safe from even anyone taking up your APIs or trying to create trades on your exchange. So we have a super security system that we're hashing each and every user's API key that even we cannot hash it ourselves. So that's super interesting. But now you have IP whitelist plus all the security feature that Tafabot provides.
Wow, that is all great news for our users. So we have another question here from Paul Smith. So how do I get the IP whitelist from Tafabot so I can use it to create my API? Also, when Binance API expires after 3 months, do I have to get another IP from Tafabot when creating the new API on Binance? Sam?
That's an amazing question. To be able to do that, if you go on your app after this AMA, which is going to be live after this AMA, you're going to find in your exchange connection 3 different sections. The first section that tells you how to put up your exchange, the next section what exchange, and the third one is the IP list that is unique for you. So you just need to copy that, go on any of your exchange that you're using like Binance, edit your current API or create a new one and put in this new IP list. Now, you will not need to renew the 3-month system while using the IP list. So that will not longer be required.
Wow, it is very easy, very secure, and very fast.
Amazing.
And also,
awesome.
We have an update on replicable sites. So let's talk about that, Doctor.
All right, so the replicable site we have is one of the most amazing features that is both for our users and for the leaders in the ecosystem, right? So because you just, like it's on your screen right now, you would see that on the replicable site, when you send people your link right now, instead of just seeing sign up, put your username and all of that, it takes them to a home page that is personalized for you, right? It welcomes people to your page. Your picture is there to welcome them. And then it shows them what profit you'll be making so far using Tafabot. And not just that, it goes on to have a video that is just there to begin to teach the person what to do immediately. So you no longer have to worry about how do I teach people how to do this? How do I show them how to do that? We've taken that responsibility off your shoulders completely.
Amazing.
You know,
right?
we're always
So
making
right now you
easier
just
for
want to be
our
spreading
users.
your links all over the internet because someone just picks it and then they watch the entire page, see the videos, how to take instruction, how to do this, how to do that, and then they're up on it immediately. And also On that Replicable site, you also see the testimonials we have from different users in different parts of the world, and also gives you instruction on how to also submit your own testimonial, assuming you want to also share your own experience using Tafabot, and it's just so amazing. So for everyone, it's just a win-win right now. You just sign up, you share your link, you are a leader, you no longer have to like be there with someone to show the person how to do all of that. And in this age where you are selling, because we believe in Tafabot, you are selling to people opportunity to change their lives, right?
Yeah.
So you no longer have to worry about shipping costs and all the cross-border stuff, right? So the shipping costs people worry about in technology things about technology like this is I have to be there to show someone how to do it. I have to guide the person, but you no longer have to do that right now. We'll put all the shipping costs on your landing page, right? And then someone just goes there, he sees everything, and that's all. It's amazing.
Wow. That is great. So it's going to be an exciting journey for our users who would want to share their referral links.
Yeah.
And I have another question from Kachi Aja 247. When people sign up but they haven't purchased a license, will they have a replicable site on their own link?
Yes, that's a super interesting question. Everyone gets a replicable site. That's amazing. So even if you sign up and you don't have a license yet, you can also share your link. It's going to be personalized to you and get people in. Every funds you get from that is going to go into your holding tank, which you can claim when you buy a license. So it's a total win-win, like Dr. Over said, for everyone.
And then you can see it on your holding tank.
Yes,
right?
you can see it always.
Wow.
Amazing.
Very nice. So, and now, what you all have been waiting for. Okay? So we will now reveal what is something new. So everyone, drop a comment down below on what you think it is with the hashtag Tafabot. So a little bit of hint. You know, as traders, we have to make calculated risk.
Yeah.
But if we told the users that we could eliminate those risks, we could remove it with just a click of a button. Imagine.
Super amazing.
So now that is something, right, Sam?
Yeah, that's totally. Getting into trading, right? If you, almost every trader has like almost the same experience. Like, okay, I got into trading and I made this amount of money, and then what happens next? I blow out all my capital. Or I get in and I don't even make any money and I just blow out all my capital, right?
All of it.
So all of those that comes with trading is because you need to understand the whole part of the technicals, the whole part of the mechanics to how trading works. You need to also follow the markets. Trading is one of the only markets in crypto majorly that doesn't sleep. So things are happening in split seconds. And for every trader to be able to follow that is really totally a lot. So something new is our own way of giving every trader a super soft landing into the market that it will not require all the technicalities, because we've given all of those technicalities to a deep learning mind. So we're going to introduce that shortly.
Yes. So it will change your life. No, actually, not only yours. It will change the world's crypto game forever. So comment now your guesses and we will be back with you shortly. So to qualify for a chance to win an iPhone 13 Pro Max, as this is many questions from time to time, download Tafabot app on Google Play or App Store. Don't forget to sign up and stay till the end of the live for the full mechanics of the raffle draw.
Amazing.
Okay, now I'm going through the comments. Some said it is a token. Is it a token? Oh, and some said that it is an iPhone. Well, definitely this iPhone 13 Pro Max giveaway is gonna change your life, but not that. So everyone's question right now is...
Not that?
Yeah, it's not that. But everyone's question right now is, see, what is it really? What is it really? What is it really?
Is new?
Yeah, what is something new, doctor?
All right, you know, just like Sam said, most persons, like when you get into crypto, in fact, it's a cult statement. If you've not lost all your money trading crypto, then you've not started trading, right? So it's the experience many persons have when they are getting into crypto, because it's quite technical, right? It's something, it's not like what people are already used to. the movement is so fast, it's so rapid, and little things can make a lot of difference. You could see something maybe selling $1,000 today, and then tomorrow is selling for $2 in less than 48 hours. It happens in crypto. You don't see it happening any other place, right? You could see something, let's say those who were involved in the shitcoin that happened 2 years ago, you could just buy a shitcoin of $100 and just 48 hours later, it is worth over $2 million. Anything just happens in crypto, right? So it could happen in your favor, it could happen against you, anything just happens. So, and but oftentimes, because of how these things go, and also the human emotions that always get involved in everything we do, people always get to have a lot of negative experiences when they start their journey with crypto. So we decided, like, I know so many persons who have started crypto and then they lost some money and then they say, oh, I'm going out, right? And because people's willingness to learn is very low, but their willingness to earn is very high. They want to earn money, but they are not willing to like take the process to learn the whole stuff. So you see that even when you provide them a tool like Tafabot's Spot Martingale, you tell them, okay, there's a training to learn to see how to use this bot. Many of them will not maybe get to learn it well, like maybe use stop loss, all of those stuff. So maybe if they now get to have some challenges, they start turn around and still blame, this is not what I expected and all of that. So we looked at all of this, then we went back to ourselves and said, how do we provide something new? Something the world has never seen. This is the first of its kind anywhere in the world, right? Where you are getting into crypto and you are sure you won't have a negative experience for the first 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. And then you gradually begin to learn and then onboard on the riskier aspects of trading. And that's something new in Tafabot, is what we call the neural net. Right? It's a neural net bot. It's amazing. Neural net.
Super
right?
amazing.
And it's going to change the entire industry, right? One of the things we have decided to do is not just to do things for our space. We're doing things for the world. We're expecting that maybe in the next 2, 3, 4 months, 1 year, other protocols will begin to emerge in the market that want to like copy what we're doing. But we're excited to introduce this change, to lead in this space, because that's our goal. Tafabot is definitely already taking the #1 space in the bot industry of crypto. And we don't just to stay there as a title, we want to stay there as innovators, bringing new changes and continue to make things better for everyone. So with neural net right now, you jump on board and then you go to sleep and you wake up every morning and there's a profit for you. It's awesome.
Amazing.
It's amazing. It is the first ever deep learning AI technology bot that we are giving out to the world.
That we're giving out,
Yes. So everyone's interested. How was it built?
Amazing.
You know? So we're just gonna give them that.
So what we did, guys, is we understand that users need to follow the money, and trading is all about where the money is. So this moment the money could be on a particular market, the next moment the money is another market, and a user is stuck holding a bag of a coin because money has moved out of that market. So what we did is to create an AI system using deep learning technology that is totally trained on thousands and hundreds of thousands of data of the market the past 3 years, the past 4 years, for each and every of the coin you can find in the market right now. So this AI, which is neural net, understands the flow of the market in the whole course of the market from when it started, and knows what the market should do next, and also knows where the money is. So for example, as a trader, if I'm using even any of the robots, I want to trade BTC, right? And if I'm using the futures Martingale, I understand what configuration happens for BTC. So I also want to go to Litecoin and say, okay, what configuration works for Litecoin, right? But with neural net AI, because it's already understand literally all the markets and even the new market that comes into any of the exchange we're connected to right now, neural net picks up that market, studies the whole history from the beginning to wherever it's going, and knows to follow the money. So neural net is that bot that is totally trained with all the market data, that you don't have to study the market yourself, number one, and you don't need to find the market where the money is going to. So what you're gonna see after this AMA, when you start using neural net, is that if the money is on the Bitcoin market right now, neural net is gonna be trading BTC for you. If the money moves to Ethereum market,
Whoa.
it's going to be trading Ethereum for you. What if the money moves to a particular coin that you don't even know that was just listed today? Neuronet is going to know first and is going to trade that for you. So
Wow.
this is the first of its kind in the whole world.
Another question. I have another question
Yeah.
for neural net bot. So we have from Kachiaja 2474 with neural net. Do I have to choose long or short?
Super amazing question. Doctor, would you like to take that?
Okay, like Sam said, the beautiful thing about neural net is it's a plug and play, right? So I think most persons, if somehow you're able to know the market is going up and then the market is going down, then that's what makes you a super trader, right? And maybe you want to go do that yourself, but the dynamics is that it continues to change. It continues to remain unpredictable. Even the best traders continue to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Even people who own exchanges and even sees what's happening at the back end has proven to us that the market can still behave in a way that is so surprising. Okay, so you no longer have to worry about is the market longing or is it shorting. Neural net does that for you. It checks it for you and said, okay, because like Sam said, it's called money movement. And money movement is money movement. Money movement is where is the money moving? It's like a cash flow. Is the money moving up? Is it moving down? So if it's moving up, right, many people are getting into it, right? So neural net follows the movement of the market and goes up for you. And then if the market is people are exiting the market, that's also a money flow, right?
Yeah.
It also exit the market in that direction and takes profit for you. And the beautiful thing is that when it does that, it's looking for the next place to get into.
The next guy.
Right? And it does this, yeah, it does this even like when you're sleeping. When you just don't have to touch it. It's so amazing, even for us creators, and you're looking at what the AI is doing. You are so surprised, right? It gives you excitement to see that this is really doing so amazing things, right? And you don't have to worry. That's just a summary. You don't have to worry about whether it's longing or shorting. It chooses that for you.
Wow, that is great. So, like what we all say, we make it easy for everyone with neural net bot, and we just remove all your troubles for that.
Yeah.
So, what are the expectations for it, Doctor?
All right. The first expectation, maybe I don't know specifically what people are expecting, but fundamentally, maybe someone wants to know. So this means right now, if I get someone to sign in, the person doesn't have to do much. The answer is yes. So you need to expect that. That means it's hands-free, 100% hands-free. You don't have to get involved in the whole protocol of the trading. That's one. Number two, it's expected profit ranges, right? There's a primary key of trading, which is a simple statement that says don't overtrade, right? So you don't like trade and trade and trade and trade. So as smart and as intelligent as neural net is, neural net also follows all these super principles of trading. And one of those is don't overtrade. So neural net just has a target every day that wants to make for you between 0.5% to 1% every day, right? So using the calendar method, which all of us are already used to, it means on every 30-day interval, you're expecting between 15% to 30% coming to you passively of whatever capital it is that you are giving the neural net bots to trade for you. You get that? It also means that someone can also say, okay, I'm making a 1-year investment plan and I'm putting this amount of money and I'll leave this for the whole 365 days. And you're expecting that it's going to give you 365% or around 200% at the end of the year. All right. So those are the expectations and how the bot functions. It means once it makes this percentage of profit, it's going to pause and go into what we call a cool down period. Right. So it cools down and uses that cool down period not to sleep. Uses the cool down period to continue to study the market.
Yeah.
So that's why it is called unsupervised deep machine learning, right? So it means nobody has to be there giving it instruction. So even when it is not trading for you, it is trading for you. By trading, meaning it is studying the whole market because new data is getting into the market, new historical informations are happening. So you continue to study them all through the period. It's on a cool down period so that the next time it's coming to trade for you, it is at least 5% smarter than it used to be before. All right. And it's so amazing.
It is really, really amazing. So let's go to what are the downsides of the bot?
Okay, so the past couple months we've studied neural nets, we've had accounts managed totally by neural nets, and one of the major downside that we've seen is that neural net finds a market that just got into the exchange right now, and then there's a lot of spikes, pump and dump, and it gets into such market, and then there's a super pump or super dump, and it goes against neural net. So that is one downside. But what did we do about it is that neural net has its own learning to make sure it never risks more than 1% of a user's capital in the market. So that totally solves that downside.
Yeah, and 1% is what? It's like nothing, right? 1% is nothing. Anyways, I
Amazing.
have a question from Paul. Do I have to put a time frame to when I will run this bot?
Not at all. So I understand that unlike other bots like the futures martingale, you have to say, okay, I want this amount of trade to happen, or the spot smart invest, you have to say, I want the trade to happen this amount of days. In NeuroNet, you don't do any of those stuff. All you just say is, NeuroNet, this is $10,000 capital, do the trading for me, and that's all. So it's going to continue trading. It has its own cool down period. It determines when it's not a good time to move ahead with the market for the day. It determines when to go back, and it just keep making profit till you decide to tell it to totally stop making profit for you.
Okay.
So totally there's no need for any setup of such.
Yeah. So I have another question. We're receiving a lot of great questions right
That's
now.
amazing.
So I have another question from Michael Oladeji. Do we have to download the neural net app separately, or will it be integrated into the existing app?
Amazing. That is a super interesting question. So right after this AMA, we're going to be launching NeuroNet in this AMA. So right after this AMA, you're going to open the current app you have, and you will find NeuroNet there.
Yes. Very nice.
Super amazing.
Yes.
Doctor, I'm sure a lot of persons will be wondering, do I have to go through creating several setup, right? Which is what people we've seen users who have 200 martingale, futures martingale. It's literally amazing.
Running at the same time.
Running at the same time. It's literally amazing. So
Yes.
do I have to do that on your end? I'm sure someone is thinking about that right now. Doctor, what do you think?
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about setting multiple number of trades. The neural net just takes the capital you have and intelligently utilizes all of them to achieve 1% profit for you every day. And when I say intelligently, is that it does it in a way that it is not using all your capital at any point in time, yet it is considering all your capital at every point in time, right? So it's a complex intelligence, but that is just how it comes out on the end. So let's say you have $10,000 that you're trading with. You don't have to set a martingale of $100, a martingale of $5,000, a martingale of $200, different markets and all of that. The neural net takes that entire capital you have, chooses a market to trade for you at different periods, right? So in a day, it may trade in 4, 5, 6 different markets for you. So you don't have to be the one checking which market should I trade or which market shouldn't I trade, what capital should I put here, what capital shouldn't I put here. The neural net factors all of those together and then creates the result for you. And I think that's pretty simple. And that thing that I know it's possibly also going to be a question is someone is asking, how about, okay, I'm using $100 license, right? And then or maybe I have $1,000 license. Will the bot do more trades for me because I'm using $1,000 license? Will it do less trade for me because I'm using $100 license? And the answer is very simple. First is, there's always something we've always said to all our users from the inception. Everything we have done it with the best of users' interest in mind, right? At every point in time, any restriction we put in anything is not because we want to restrict the user's possibility. It is just because cost-wise, we cannot go beyond that permission for that user. For instance, we don't allow people who are using $100 license to be in more than 5 active trades at any point in time. It's not because we want to limit them and say don't do more than 5. but because it is very expensive on the server to continue to run multiple trades for users, and once it exceeds 5, it's going to become extremely not sustainable for the company in the long term. The same thing applies to the neural nets, right? So in the neural net, if you're using a $100 license, the bot insists that you must trade with 1,000 capital or less. So $1,000 or $800 or $500 or $100 or even $10, whatever it is, right? Then if you're using the advanced license, you could trade with up to $5,000, right?
Yeah.
Or within those ranges below. Then if you have your pro license, then even if you want to put $10 million, the neural net takes it and uses it to trade. So there's no limit on the capital you could trade with if you're using a $1,000 license.
Yeah.
Then if you're using the $100 license, you can only give the neural net $1,000 and so on and so forth. So when you give the bot, let's say, $500 to say, okay, take this $500 and trade for me, it's going to go in your wallet and check, do you have up to $500? And if the $500 is there, it's going to come back and tell you, wow, trade is just started, right? But then if it checks and you have 499.2, remaining 0.8, it's going to tell you the balance isn't up to the capital that you're giving it instruction to function. So it must be very accurate. So that is just it. So all of this is going to be available in the materials you're going to be receiving, of course, after this call, on how all of this neural net works.
Which simply means that people only require one neural net for all of their capitals.
Yeah.
So you don't need to create two neural nets unlike any other bot. And I'm sure someone is also asking, what is the risk level? So we've had users, like Doctor said, say, okay, I want to get into futures trading, and then there are restrictions to those futures trading, or I can only do spot, but you're depriving me of the opportunity to do futures. So that brings us to, what are the risks for, do I stay on futures or do I stay on spot? So this is also a good news for our users to know that there is totally no different risks between if you're trading neural net futures or you're trading neural net spots. Now, the only major difference is that in spot market, like you know, is that you're only able to take trade when the market is moving progressively upward, but in futures, you can do both sides. So if you're using neural net futures, you can do both sides. Neural net can do both sides for you. Why on spot, it only has to do one side, and it doesn't mean that the future guy has more risks than the spot guy. There is absolutely no higher risks on both ends, and which also brings us to that people will be able to access neural net without having a future approval, unlike any other bot you have on Tafabot.
Wow, that
amazing.
Is great.
Awesome.
I also have here from Origi Yugo. Can I use the same capital to trade on neural net and also trade with my other bots, like Futures Martingale?
That's a super interesting question. Doctor, would you like to take that?
Yes. If I heard you well, because Irish, I think your volume went down a little. You asked, can I use my neural nets, right? And also use my other bots to trade?
Yes.
All right, so very simple. Everything depends on the capital you have available. So first of all, is that the answer is yes, okay? So if you have, let's say, $5,000, for instance, you're trading with, and then you told the neural net to trade with $5,000, that means there's no other capital available for the other bots to trade with. So if you want to have the other bots to also trade for you, maybe you are configuring your Smart Invest bot or your Futures Martingale bot, then you want to divide your capital, right? So let's say you have $5,000 and you're giving your neural net to use $2,000. Then you tell neural net trade with $2,000. So neural net checks your balance and sees he has $5,000. So neural net says, okay, I'm going to factor in $2,000 in trading. So you have the other $5,000 remaining, so you could use it to also configure any other bot it is that you're interested in using. However, like we said, all our new users who are coming on board, we encourage you, right, to start with the simplest bots and then learn before you get into the other ones, okay? So that's what Sam was talking about, that when you are coming on board on Tafabot, we tell you that you are not allowed to trade futures until after a number of months or number of successful trades. You prove to us, and then you take some quiz, write some exams through our academy, and then you get approved by our futures team that permits you to start trading futures. right? So we started implementing that because we noticed some persons, because they, like I always talk about, the way I put it is that willingness to earn is here,
Fire.
and then willingness to learn is here. So we always have that. And when people don't go to learn very well how to configure their bot, for example, someone says, I'm just going to go and copy a mirror. You don't even know that when you are copying a mirror, you still have to set your own stop loss, because the guy who is setting the mirror at the other side, it may not be so perfect, right? So when people don't understand this and they don't take time to learn this, they maybe make some mistake, or maybe they lose some money. They still turn around and be like, this is not what I expected, and all of that. So we then created neural nets to answer for all of those. So while you're enjoying neural nets, you can enroll in our Tafa Academy and begin to learn and see all the other stuff that you could also be using on the other solutions that we have. Amazing. Right? So it's pretty simple. Now, if you come on board on Tafabot, we no longer restrict you from trading futures. Why? Because there's a neural net that trades futures and you can use it. All right, so it's awesome.
Amazing.
That solves everything.
Totally.
Every little trouble that you guys might have, it solves everything. Just that. Okay, but let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's show the viewers how easy it is to set up the neural net bot. So we will show it on the screen for you guys.
Amazing. So guys, as you can see on your screen, it is super simple. And if you've ever used Smart Invest and you thought it was simple, this is far simpler. So the first thing you do is get into your app, and then you select your bot. After connecting your exchange, it's going to show you a new tab called Neural Net. Now, if you see that, it's totally different from your spot futures. And when you click on Neural Net, the AI is going to welcome you. So if I open mine, it tells me, hi Sam, and I'm Neural Net, and I'm ready to do all the trading for you. So it tells you to select what market you want to go on. So you can say, I want to go on the spot, or I want to go on the futures. And once you do that, it will only ask you to give it a name, because you like to customize your bot. So you can call it whatever. You can call it my Super Money Neural Net, or whatever you want, and then impute the capital that you want for it. So if you say, I want Neural Net to work with $10,000, so you impute $10,000 over there and literally save your bots, and that is all.
Wow, how easy is that? And everyone is asking, has there been losses ever since the testing stages of the neural net?
Amazing. So in the testing stages, we've seen neural nets do, despite how horrible the market. Now, this is the interesting part, right? Yeah. Neural nets had more training in the worst market scenario that we've had in the past couple months or years, right? So we're even wondering, what would neural nets do in a super exciting bullish market, right? Ooh. So the training is super interesting that neural net has kept consistently doing over 10% a month, over 10%. So some months you've seen up to 25%, 28%, and all of that. So there's super exciting results neural net has gotten, and we just wonder what will happen in a super interesting market.
So for Maduka Dozi, there has never been losses while we testing the neural net bot. Okay, and also we have a 20% discount. So along with the launching of the neural net bot, we will give you a 20% discount off on both license and upgrade. So how amazing is that, right?
Totally.
So along with that, you're gonna have access to it at 20% off, and we can't wait to have it launched, right? Everyone is waiting for this. Come on. I am bombarded with a lot of questions here. Everyone is waiting for the launch of the neural net bot. So
yeah, when is it gonna be launched? When is it gonna be launched?
Okay, can't wait to have it launched. Are guys ready to witness the neural net launch right here, right now? Because we are, and we will all take you to the moon with us. Okay, let's begin the countdown.
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
6,
4,
5,
3,
4, 3, 2, 1.
So guys, you can get into your app after this AMA, and you find neural net there.
It is live right now.
Right inside your app.
Okay, it is now live for our Tafans and for everyone around the world. To the moon.
Yeah, to the moon.
We're going to the moon.
Irish,
Definitely.
there's something
Definitely
you
going
said-
to the moon right
There was
now.
something you said which I don't know if they all heard it very well, which is very important to all our leaders in the community. It's very important for you to know that right now, you need to hear it clearly. There's a 20% discount.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
From today, and it's gonna run for the next 2 weeks. All right. This is just to create all the excitement you may require to get all your friends, affiliates, family just to come on board. And remember that forever, everyone who is signed up under you, right, as a trade and they make profit with NeuroNet passively, you yourself, forever you get rewarded. It will never change, right? You get to a point where you wake up every day, you are seeing that without you doing so much, you didn't talk to anybody. You are trading, yes, you are trading, but without you even trading, you are earning maybe $2,000 daily, $5,000 daily, and just coming because there were some persons you helped in previous years or months or weeks to just sign up. So feel free and maximize these 2 weeks between now till the 7th of 2 weeks from now is, when is it exactly? Is it 7th or is it the 8th of of March of February?
Yeah.
What am I saying?
Yeah.
The
We
years
will be
already
giving
running
you
so
guys
fast in my
after.
head.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
very
that's
important.
amazing, super amazing. Doctor, can you imagine how Tafabot is making it super easy for our leaders? We have the replicable site at the same time. We have
IPY.
NeuroNet, and at the same time we have the 20%
20%
discount.
discount off.
That is a large combo altogether.
It's a large combo. And you know, the last time we had a meeting with some of the top leaders of some of the top leaders in the networks, there was something you said, which I think you should say it back to the people here, that when it comes to maybe any other thing in the world, we can come second, right?
Yeah.
But you see, with respect to crypto trading and using bots to do it, it's a promise we are giving to all our users. You will not find any better infrastructure. Just say it yourself. I like the way you said it, that it entered my head and just did some crazy stuff.
And our users should know this, that when it comes to trading, and this is our promise, this is our commitment. That's why we have we're committed to a large development team. And like Doctor said, we cannot explain how much we put into development, the time and the cost, why we have the super speed. So when it comes to technology, this is our promise to our user. You will never find any better technology anywhere. Tafabot will never be second as it relates to technology. We will always top the bar. You're going to enjoy NeuroNet, but I'm sure when we're having the next AMA, Doctor, is probably going to be something else that is going to blow your mind much more. And this is one thing the Tafa team is always asking, is like, when are we going to stop? Right? You can see our growth right from when we have the terminal bot, right from when we moved to a different system to how far we have come. And I saw an inbox, Doctor, some days ago, and the leader said, one of the things that I'm thinking about right now is about how long will Tafabot stay, right? And I'm super excited about the profit. Can I rely on this for the next 3 years, 2 years? We've seen a system that comes and then they blow out in 1 month, in 2 months. In the highest we've seen is a year. And my response to that was, how long have we been here? And what kind of team have you seen do this level of development in 2 years? Literally, you can't find it anywhere on how far we've grown from what our technology was before to what it is right now. So when we're talking about consistency, is that you found a team that you can rely on because we are constantly improving, and we'll beat everything in the world.
And we're moving
really fast,
you
really
guys.
fast.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So we're back again at the last exciting part of our first AMA of the year. So for the raffle mechanics of the iPhone 13 Pro Max giveaway, I know you're all waiting for that as well. So it is going to happen inside the app. So after my go signal, you have 1 minute to open your app and put your entry. and we'll be announcing the winner live right here and right now. So you guys know who's gonna win. So, time check, it is now 5:44 p.m. GMT plus 4 Dubai time. So, go ahead and open your app and put your entry. Everyone, so why are we all calculating our data for the raffle entry? We'll be asking the speakers for your questions. So okay, I'm going through the questions. I have from Orijugo again. So can I use the same capital to trade on neural net? And also on my, okay, this is answered.
Yeah.
So Peace Eke Eji, what are the risk factors in neural net?
Okay, we've already answered the risks, but to say that again is that spot future, there's no higher risk, number one. Number two is neural net does not risk more than 1% of your capital, so you can totally rely on it more than any other system out there.
Okay, I have a lot of questions, you guys. I'm so happy to receive all of this.
Amazing.
Okay, so from Dennis Orobo.
I'm seeing a question.
So
I got a question. Do you mind if I forward to you, Irish?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, someone asked here, right? He said our capital, maybe this person is Iwara TV, so I don't know. Maybe he's not a Tafabot user yet. He's asking, our capital, will it be in Tafabot or will it be in Binance? So I just felt it was important to say that. I think this is one of our strongest selling points.
Yeah.
Right? Tafabot is not one platform where you send money to us and then we'll show you one dashboard where you are getting some revenues and then you can withdraw them every Friday. Or maybe you can withdraw them first Saturday of every month. No, we don't do such stuff, right? First is because anybody who creates such system is already an exit strategy for somebody. It's wrong. We live that's one of the things I was even wondering, Sam. I wanted to even ask you, did we even think about this? How did we know that this was going to be the year for artificial intelligence?
Amazing,
right? Because when the research started for neural net last year, there was no hype about
AI.
AI everywhere, right? It's just as though neural net is just coming at the peak of what is happening in the world right now. Nothing gives me more assurance or this kind of wow, we're on track. It's amazing.
Doctor, could you say that the neurons are connected? Could that even be why we got neural net?
I'm telling you, because there is something that happens about ideas when you are. I'm almost moving out from what we're talking about, but it makes sense when there is this concept about nylon. I don't know how true it is, but it is in this year where they do patent rights. When you create something, you want to patent it. So they went for this conference to claim, right? You submit your patent and then you get the rights over them for some years. So this company shows up, this guy shows up with what you call the nylon, right? And then another guy also came to the conference from another country, distant, not in this age where there's internet to share ideas. So there's not a conflict as to who is the original owner of this idea.
Yeah.
So one guy came with the idea from New York, and that guy came with the idea from London. So they now peg them together. NY is New York and LON is London, and they now called it nylon, right? They now said ideas were transmitted somehow, and their minds connected to them at that time. I think somehow, because we have a very strong research team, and we're consistently like searching what is happening in the world, developing ideas in that direction, and somehow I maybe think we were able to connect to a dimension of ideas, and this is happening. It's so amazing. So back to the question, your money doesn't have to come to Tafabot. Your money is always in the exchange of your choice. KuCoin, Bybit, Binance, Mexi, what do you call it, Coinbase, and so on and so forth, right? You could connect, put your balance in those places, and the profits you are making are also happening on those exchanges.
Yeah.
But now we took it one step further. Right now, you refer someone to buy a license, for instance, and then the person purchases a license of $100 to use Tafabot. Because the person purchased a license and then he signed up under you, you automatically get 20% of that person's license fee, which is like $20, and you see it in your Tafa wallet. That wallet is also, it is not a dashboard, it is a real crypto wallet.
Yeah.
What that means is that the moment someone signs up, you get your own balance instantly, not 2 hours later, not 2 minutes later, not 2 seconds later. At the instant, the guy is buying a license, you are instantly having $20, which is 20% of the $100 license that he or she purchased. And guess what? At the click of a button, withdraw, you're up.
Yeah.
At the click of the button, withdraw, that's it. So you can withdraw every benefit that comes to you directly on the Tafabot wallet, and then your trading benefits are happening directly on your exchange, and nothing beats that at all.
Amazing.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you. Very well said, Doctor. So with another question from Oge Chukwo Omuhuya, with neural net, is mirror copying still necessary?
Amazing. That is a really good question. So with neural net, everyone is a super trader because neural net is the super trader, right? So you do not need to copy any other trader while using neural net. In fact, in the copy section of the app, there is no neural net copy because you don't need to copy. All you're required to do on neural net is say neural net $5,000 capital, save. That's all. No setup, nothing. No configuration, nothing. That's easy.
Wow, that is great. So are we ready to announce the winner of the iPhone 13 Pro Max giveaway? Are you guys excited for the iPhone 13 Pro Max?
Yeah.
Now that is something big, right? Now that is something big.
That's something big. Yeah.
Okay. Let me know. Wow,
we have
the winner here. We have
Amazing.
the winner. So it's First Destin. Wow, very fast. Okay, the winner is First Destin. Congratulations.
Amazing. First, Destin, if you're in the chat right now, please indicate. Let's be sure you're there. That's amazing.
Wow. Okay, so First Destin, you will receive an email within 24 hours from the Tafabot team on how to claim your prize. So for others who participated, try your luck next time. So he come at 5:44, 26 p.m. Wow, very fast for First.
2 seconds.
That should be fast, Destin, not first, and really first, right?
Amazing.
Okay, so congratulations to all our viewers, and for everyone who attended the AMA, thank you for everyone. And follow our social media channels for more giveaways and update, and we will be having our next AMA by February 9th. So stay tuned for more giveaways, updates, and more, just more. We're always giving more.
Well, let's give it more.
Yes, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification below so you get notified for the next. See you all to the moon.